What's happening, everybody? You are back with TheReal PG. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Prizepicks Saturday, October 15th MLB slate. So first, let's take a look at what happened yesterday. So the picks that were given out for the stream were these these four right here. So Aaron Nola came up a strikeout short. Gonsolin had about 7 or 8 full counts that went to the walk. So first day I've had more than a single miss in a play in over 2 weeks now. So that kind of felt shitty, but got to get back today, and unfortunately I'm not in love with a lot of plays on this slate, but I have a few for you. So if I can remind you all to like, subscribe, most importantly, and please guys, in the link in the description there is a Discord filled with people full of good information, full of research, there to help. It's a great community. Check it out. There's nothing you can lose if you don't like it. Just click out of it and never come back. I don't think that's going to be the case, and I think it'll be a profitable move on your end. So, anyways, let's get going. First pick on the slate today, we're going back to the well against the New York Yankees with Tristan McKenzie's K-prop. We're looking at over 5.5 strikeouts for Tristan McKenzie. So first, let's take a peek at the splits. So we have got Mr. Tristan McKenzie, a right-handed pitcher, playing at home. So we'll set this to righty and away because the New York is playing away last 30 days. We have the New York Yankees coming in at 22.8% strikeout rate, and generally, like I said, in the 20 to 25% range is where we want to be. Taking props under the 20% range is a little bit sketchy. So we got Tristan McKenzie, who's a good strikeout pitcher, in a glorious matchup. Cal Quantrill put him to sleep. Bieber laid him down, and now I think it's time that McKenzie puts him to rest too. So let's take a look at Pinnacle and see what they are feeling about Tristan McKenzie's matchup today. So Tristan McKenzie is juiced at minus 138 to the over 5.5 strikeouts. This one is going to go up to 6, everybody. Get on it now while it's still 5.5. Okay? It will go up to 6. So that is a slam dunk, I think. Next play, we're going to be looking in the pitcher fantasy score, and we're going to be looking at Tyler Anderson. I don't love that Tyler Anderson doesn't throw many strikeouts. He generally doesn't go too far into games, but I think if we can get even 4 innings out of him and he throws 2 strikeouts, that's 18 right there. And I think that's bare bones worst case scenario. So then you have the opportunity still, and I think the Dodgers are going to win today. I don't think they're going to go down 3-1 to the Padres. So that would also be 6 points for the win, assuming they have the lead when he leaves the field. I do believe he needs 5 innings to qualify for a win. I do believe he will see 5 innings. There is no projection on Pinnacle. If we look at his strikeouts, the matchup for him is great. So lefties against San Diego playing at home, and where we have there the 4th worst in baseball with a 27.1% strikeout rate. So Uh, Despite Pinnacle having the line negative or against what we're looking for, if we go to Tyler Anderson, they have him juiced to the under 3.5 strikeouts at minus 148, and the over 3.5 is at plus 111. On Prizepicks, they have him set at 3. So a push is possible. I think that the matchup and this number is way too low. But then again, Tyler Anderson is really not a strikeout pitcher. So I don't have a lot of faith in the strikeouts, even though I do think it's a good play despite if the sports books would have it juiced to the over. And remember, it's a juice to the under 3.5. This is just 3. So I mean, they are kind of representing that there's a possibility for push, but I think the fantasy points is just a little bit safer of a play because I do think he is good at getting outs. He's good at getting ground balls. So I don't think he's gonna have any runs put up against him because I don't think he's not going out there for 7 innings or anything like that. He's gonna have 5 innings probably. I think he's going to be able to zip through them with no runs against, maybe one, and I think he'll hit that 3 strikeouts. So we'd be looking at 5 innings is 15, 3 strikeouts is 9, that makes 24. If he gives up a run, that brings him to 21. If they end up winning the game and he gets the win, he gets there with flying colors. So you could take the strikeout prop if you'd rather, given that it is a 27.3% strikeout clip for the Padres against lefties at home. So either way, it's up to you. I like the fantasy score more. So we're looking at over 18.5 for Tyler Anderson as pick number 2. Pick number 3, we're going back to the well in the hitter strikeouts, back to Mr. Jose Ramirez. So he has been a king of striking out lately. I've been hitting this prop every single day lately, and there's no reason to stop now. Despite Severino not being a great strikeout pitcher, the bullpen is strong in New York. I do think Jose will strike out once at least. Another play I like in this category, these are really my core plays, these 3. I do have a bunch more plays that I like, though. I like Bregman's under strikeouts. If we look, Bregman has been solid. I've also been cashing on him for the last 3-4 days now. So I think that is a good play. If you are into the strikeouts, the hitter strikeout category, and you like this kind of stuff, I also think J.P. Crawford to the over is a good play. I think Ty France to the over is a good play. I think Gene Segura to the over is a good play. So I have 5 right there. There's 5 plays that I like in the strikeouts alone. Again, there's way less research that you can do behind those, and it's more of a gamble and less edge on a play like that than, say, a pitcher strikeout or a pitcher fantasy score play. So just keep that in mind that they're a little more volatile. But so yeah, we had all 5 of those. Also, if we go back into the strikeouts category, again, this is not anything that is part of my core. It's just, a lean that I have. I like the over on Lance McCullers strikeouts. I think he's going to end up pushing at 5, to be honest. But according to the matchup, the splits, he has a good matchup against Seattle. And if you look in the Pinnacle book, they are also going along with the fact that they think he's going to wind up pushing or going over. So they have him heavily juiced at over 4.5. So most likely landing on 5 or more. So I do like McCullers over 5 strikeouts as well. I like Kirby over 3.5 strikeouts just because it's one of those numbers that's just too low, along with Tyler Anderson. Just 3.5 for a professional pitcher in the playoffs, I think is too low. He also has a pretty solid matchup. Let's take a look at Kirby. Um, he was originally going to be one of my core plays, but I took it off just because I don't trust George Kirby, unfortunately. So keep that in mind when you're making your picks. So Kirby is playing at home. So let's take a peek where Houston comes up here. So Houston is an awful matchup. They're at 17.1%, which is way under what we're looking for generally when we take a strikeout prop. So, despite Pinnacle having him juiced to the over 3.5, and remember, this is the sharpest sports book out there. So, when they have somebody juiced relatively heavily, what the hell am I looking for again? George Kirby. So they have him at over 3.5 strikeouts at -132 and the under at +300. So that is about the bare bones minimum juice that I like to have on my side of the bet. I like to see a plus number on the other side, and +100 is the very lowest plus you can get when it comes to betting. So, according to the books, he is projected slightly to go over that 3.5. The matchup sucks. I don't trust him. So, again, though, if you like the play, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Luis Severino is another play that I also like over the 4 strikeouts. If we take a peek here, the matchup projects itself very badly, but Cleveland has been striking out way, way more than they were at the end of the regular season. So when you look at the last 30 days, I don't think it gives a fair projection of what is actually going on in Cleveland with their strikeouts. And if we look at the book and we see in that game where Luis Severino is at, and they've got him juiced incredibly heavily at -176 to the over 3.5 strikeouts and +130 to the under 3.5. So they're projecting 4 more is what they're saying. So I think worst case this pushes. I do think he gets there. I'm not confident enough to put it in my core that I would include in a majority of my picks, but he will certainly be on some of my tickets today. So again, that is Luis Severino more. So I'm going to recap all these for you. What you guys see on screen, you got Tristan McKenzie over 5.5, Tyler Anderson over 18.5 fantasy score, Jose Ramirez over 0.5 strikeouts, and that is my core. And then outside of that, I had Lance McCullers over, I like. There is Luis Severino over 4 strikeouts that I like or have a lean towards. And then back into the hitter strikeouts, I have a lean towards Gene Segura to the over. Ty France is a lean to the over. Alex Bregman is a lean to the under. J.P. Crawford, a lean to the over. And I think that's it. So, given that, guys, there's not nearly as much value as I hoped, but do remember, because of how it falls today, we can combine our MLB and our NFL plays. So, shortly, I will be coming out with an NFL video, and just utilize that to your advantage. If you don't love a play, there's no reason to stick it into a slip when you have not only 4 baseball games, you have like 12 football games too. So you can find 4 awesome plays with great value if you do a digging and you do the research. So hang tight. That's kind of what I'm here for. I'm putting out the best possible plays that I can find and that I would feel comfortable with my own money on and passing them on to you guys. So I will be out with an NFL video in the next few hours here. But this is what I got for Prizepicks MLB. If you're tailing, good luck. Until the next one, peace.